This is Sav Laugh and it gets no realer.
Niggas been hating on the kid from the get-go. Always knew the hustle, that check up and get more. If it ain't about money, then I'ma just get goes. Cause free don't pay the bills, I'ma leave it on that note.
Seattle Dustin here with SavLab.com. It gets no realer. And I'm here with a dope up-and-coming artist out of Seattle, Drell waggar. How you doing, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, we're happy for you to be on. First, how did you get started rapping?
It all started when I was like 13 in New Orleans, of course, where I'm from. I actually used to hit beats and stuff first, actually, before I started rapping, and then I got kind of into the rapping as I grew older, you know, and learned more about it, so that's how that came about.
Your crew's name is Kush Entertainment. How did you guys all click up?
Well, pretty much it happened, long story short, pretty much happened after I moved up here, like after the hurricane, and I moved up here and I met a group of guys, you know, and then they just believed in the same thing I believed in, and we just went from there, you know, formed the group Kush Gang, and we just was rocking with it ever since.
Now you live in Seattle, but you were born and raised as a child in New Orleans. Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, growing up in New Orleans was kind of tough, but I always kept my head on straight and not let the negativity suck me in, you know, always stay, write my raps and hung with the right people, you know. I just made it all, you know, thank God, you know. Yeah.
Now, were you there for Katrina?
I wasn't there.
How long, when did you move from New Orleans?
I moved from New Orleans when I was like maybe 11, 12, and then I moved to Mississippi. And then on from Mississippi, I wound up living in Baton Rouge for maybe a month or two, and then from Baton Rouge, Washington. So it was kind of, you know, a lot of moving in my life. So,
when you moved to Seattle, tell me the first thoughts of this beautiful city.
Man, when I moved here, the way people talked here was different. It's like everybody was so popular. I was all ghetto coming from where I'm from, so certain words I would say, they'd be like, what, huh? And people couldn't understand me, so, you know, it was good. That was the thing that kind of stood out here, was the way people talk, you know, it's different.
Being from New Orleans, who are some of your musical influences down there?
Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Manny Fresh. It was the whole Hot Boys movement, really, like that whole movement, you know, because they was the hottest ones down there. Soulja Slim, BG, you know, people like that. A couple more people I can't remember, but yeah.
Down south artists are known for their grind and hustle. Is it important to remain independent, or would you like to sign to a label?
When I first was doing it, I thought the label was the route to go, but doing it so much, it's like you want to be independent because you want to be able to make it on your own and not be able to get a handout from somebody else. You know, you want to be able to get that work ethic and that strive for it, you know. And there's no greater feeling than feeling like you're successful because you work for it, you know. So I think it's better to be independent, you know. I think so.
Right.
At least me, I think so.
What do you feel about the politics of rap music in general, in Seattle, the Northwest?
Politics, honestly, I mean, I feel like people are going to have their own opinion. The way I feel about it, I feel like everybody just needs to work together, you know, because there's a lot of people that's trying to do their own thing in the music industry, and a lot of people want to be on top, but don't nobody want to work together. So there need to be a lot of working together, you know, instead of negative energy towards each other, you know. So like that.
Seattle has its own like self-sustaining hip-hop scene. Do you feel that's, but it's very localized, do you feel that's a good or a bad thing? Because no one's, since like Macklemore, and Sir Mix-a-Lot.
But like I was saying before, I feel like with that, I feel like people just need to come together, you know, come together more, you know, and help each other out, and then we all might, you know, reach the top, you know, instead of everybody trying to fight to be on top. You know, everybody needs to work more together instead of for themselves, you know, and it works better like that. You might get 2-3 people out of just one person making it, you know, on their own, you know. Like that.
You seem to carve your own lane here. What do you contribute your work ethic to?
My work ethic is all in dedication, striving, succeeding. All in my music, I believe in my music a lot, you know. That's why I stay focused. I try not to get distracted as much. So, you know, the music kind of keep me in my lane. Music. Also, my homies, you know, the ones that's here with me, helping me do what I'm doing. You know, the everyday people I see every day and stuff like that.
Being from that young Seattle part of hip hop, you've been making some big moves. You linked up with rapper Cookie Money out of East Oakland for a show. How did that come about?
We actually reached out to Cookie to do a show, and then ever since then, he just been rocking with us. He showed us the love back, and we just been working like that back and forth ever since.
Being from down south and living in the West Coast, would you say your style is more West Coast or down south?
I feel like it's down south in the voice, but lyrically, I think it's West Coast. You know, as far as the music-wise, it's West Coast, but the voice, yeah, like more southern.
Who has the best flavor? Is it the down south or West Coast?
Oh, and I feel like the West Coast is putting on right now. I can't lie. I mean, I'm from the South. You know, I ain't gonna try to sugarcoat it, but I feel like the West is putting on right now because I like a lot of artists, you know, from the West. You know, so.
You worked recently. You did a video with Cam the Mac. How did that come about?
I reached out to Cam. Actually, I've been listening to Cam for a minute, and I kind of, once I got more into the music scene, I kind of reached out to him. I learned how to talk to more artists and reach out, so I reached out to him, and then we just gained that friendship like that. We knocked out a verse, got the video done, and we just been kicking it ever since like that.
And your record label is DVS Records.
Right.
What's the DVS stand for?
The DV is like pretty much striving anywhere, anywhere in life possible, striving in to make it. Like whether it's pretty much doing whatever you got to do to make it. Pretty much like striving, work hard, dedication. You know, DV is like whatever ways to get it. Pretty much.
As a lyricist, as yourself, do you feel you get enough credit for being a lyricist? And how do you stay true to your style and not dumb it down?
Honestly, I get a couple feedback on that, but I don't really look at it as like trying to dumb it down. I just stick to my style, you know, because I've learned that in this business, people gonna like you and people not gonna like you, you know. So it shouldn't be no reason of switching yourself, you know. Like just do you, you know. You're gonna gain your people the way you're gonna gain your people, you know. That's the thing, you know. And then if you dumb it down, you just pretty much doing what other people want you to do, you know. So I do me, man, you know. Just stick to me, stay in my lane.
What's usually your mind frame when you step into the booth?
My mind frame is to not fuck up like 5 times. It's just get that one take in, but I also focus on making sure I make it right too at the same time instead of just throwing something up there, you know.
Now, you've had a lot of success, but there's the other side of the game. You know, there's a lot of hardship. You know, music's a grind. People quit. Mm-hmm. How do you keep on going? Because you know,
it's honestly though, it's the mindset, the people I hang around. Because like people say, you put yourself around people who gonna succeed, you're gonna wind up succeeding, you know. And that's how it works. I put myself around people who want to do better for themselves, and not only see me do better, you know, like that. You know, so just stick to my people, stay in my lane.
What do you think about the importance of having a strong team?
The importance of a strong team is pretty much, you could make it in this world alone, but it'd be harder than having a team, you know, because if you got a bunch of people that's all willing to strive and work hard for the same thing, then that makes it much better and easier, you know, on the whole group individually, you know, like that. So that's what I think.
You worked with your camp. Who's some of the producers in your camp?
DJ. I'm working with a DJ right now who's doing stuff for Lil Herb and Lil Baby is DJ L. And I'm primarily working with him right now on a couple projects and stuff, you know, got coming in the works.
You work with a lot of artists. Who are a few artists that you would like to work with that you haven't worked out with yet?
I want to do a song with Gifted Gab because I've been looking to do a track with her for a while. I want to try to get a track with Nacho Picasso, and just those 2 people from here, but anywhere else, you know, I ain't really looking forward to. Yeah, I just want to focus on right here, you know. like touch bases right here.
Right.
If you don't mind, it's back to grinding and smoking dope. My driver's seat on recline, just laying back and enjoying the show. Cause fuck niggas been hating on the kids since way before. But I never paid them no mind, just stayed focused while making dope.
What keeps you focused?
Honestly, the music. Like I said before, the music, man. Like, if I ain't had the music, I don't know what I would do. Honestly, I don't know what I would do. It's the music.
Now, you moved around from New Orleans, Mississippi, Seattle, like up in the north end in Mount Vernon. What's it like up there?
Man, it's like, it's small, it's
You must stick out.
Yeah, I stick out for sure. For sure. Like, a lot of haters too, for sure haters. But it's a little small town, you know, like, it ain't really big like the city down here, you know, it's small, kind of dirt road, like country, kind of, you know, so it's very different.
Why do you think people hate?
It's because they're not doing what I'm doing. That's why, like, they don't have a breakthrough or outbreak. You know, they're stuck in their box, so they can't get out that one box. So you know, they rather hate, you know, somebody else who's doing something like that. You know.
Do you feel it's important to live out the box, travel?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's really important to travel. You know, the more you travel, the more places you see, the more people you see, the more people you meet. You know, the more you move along in your life.
What's the project that you're working on right now?
The project I'm working on right now is currently called Young Fly Nigga 3, YFN 3, and I'm working on that. It's gonna be a mixtape with a bunch of features that I got coming. Where it's kind of some it's some big features, you know. It's some pretty big features coming on that mixtape.
Who you working with on it?
I got a track with Cam coming on that one, with Cam the Mac. I have a track with Prince Drell from OTF with Lil Durk. I have a track with this guy over here in Eastern Washington. His name Mitchell. And Johnny Maycash with Chop Squad with Young Chop. And just to name a few, yeah.
When can we expect that?
Man, that's gonna be dropping pretty soon. I mean, I don't really have an original date for it, but it's currently in the process. It's gonna be real soon, though. I mean, I'm gonna have a date on that pretty soon.
Later this summer, maybe?
Yeah.
You've done a lot of shows. What's your favorite show that you've ever done?
Honestly, my favorite show was, I would have to say the Basis show. Honestly, that was my favorite show because just off the fact the crowd was messing with me pretty hard. You know, like they was rocking with me pretty good. You know, so I would have to say the Basis show, Basic Cookie Money show. Yeah. Sure.
Do you still get butterflies?
Hell yeah! I mean, no matter how big you get, people say that you still get that little tingly feeling in your, you know, in your gut. You know, I mean, that's just natural. You know, it happens.
Being relatively young in the game, where do you see yourself in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? 2
years, I see myself hopefully traveling out of country, doing it, you know, taking music worldwide with it. You know, that's where I see myself, honestly. You know?
And then on Sav Lab, we always like to see if we get a quick 16 segment. We call it quick 16.
For sure.
Hi nigga, but I be on some fly shit. Kush can't be in the clip, we'll start a mosh pit. Mateo told me get him, so I got this. Give me 3 barrels for the bodies, get a fire lit. Hot shit, smoking on that dope, get me all high and shit. The reason I'm a young fly nigga, drop the mixtape, so go cop it. A real nigga had to hustle hard since a young man couldn't stop it. Addicted to the cash flow, school of hard knocks was hot shit. Now we all on another level, fuck skipping class, being hot dick. Smoking on that loud pack, had to re-up on some fly shit. Kush gang, the team the brand, look at the name, we ain't the same. Kush gang, the team the brand, look at the name, we hot shit. Me, Mateo, Cox, we just be wildin' there. Call Groovy to line you up just like a stylist, bitch. No Nick Cannon when I'm wildin', all you started there. I heard a nigga fearless, no antithesis. Whole city on my back, I gotta represent. This for my amigos, speak no English, but still rep the click. And this is from a young nigga state of mind. Hot nigga, but I'm only in my prime. Ugh. Niggas been hating on the kid from the get-go. Always knew the hustle, that check up and get more. If it ain't about money, then I'ma just get goes.